Fireman's Fund Insurance Company contributes a portion of its profits to support firefighters for safer communities. Through its Heritage Program, the company allows its employees and independent agents to direct grants to fire departments. By providing them with needed equipment and training, Fireman's Fund helps firefighters save lives.
I started writing a grant for Shabbona and found out that they were really in need of new defibrillators. I lived there, I knew they needed it, so I wrote it. Then I found out that it was awarded, and that was really cool.
When she called on the phone and said, I would like to meet all of your EMS people at the fire station, we received this grant, we were just ecstatic.
We couldn't wait to see it, we couldn't wait to get our hands on it. And the night that the lady brought that equipment down to us, it was like, wow, this is state of the art. The one we had before did not have the capabilities of monitoring the blood pressure, and we weren't always sure, even though it said the battery was working, we weren't sure if indeed it was going to last through the event if it was being used.
That Sunday morning, December 10th, I had come out and we had about 4 feet of snow out here along the driveway. And when I got done blowing the snow, I came back and I had a wheelchair sitting here. So I thought, it's such a pretty day, I'm just going to sit down in the wheelchair and really enjoy the morning. And that's the last I remember.
I turned around and saw him laying on the ground. And I just automatically knew to go get Grandma.
She come running in the house and said, Grandma, there's something wrong with Papa. And I went out to the garage and he was laying down on the garage floor. Terrible color. And I immediately tried to do CPR on him. I have not done that before, so I had no idea what I was doing. And then I realized I needed to call 911.
I was in church in the middle of the worship service, and my pager is on vibrate. I get the first vibration, and I just continue on out the building and run just across the street to the fire department.
Initially, as soon as the page goes off, in my head, trying to determine how bad this could be and preparing myself, what I may come upon and what skills are going to be needed for this particular situation.
Got in an ambulance, headed down to Tom's house. I'd say approximately 2 minutes because he's very close to the station, and see him laying at the doorway of the garage.
Well, just looking at him and his color, immediately, this may not be good.
Seeing Tom in the shape he was in, I didn't hold much promise that we would be able to bring Tom back.
Shock advised.
We shocked him 3 times because he was in VFib.
Stand clear. Push to shock.
The hopes was that this defibrillator was going to shock him out of that rhythm and get a normal rhythm back. And it did do the job.
When we arrived at the hospital, he did have spontaneous breathing and I believe a normal sinus rhythm showing on the monitor. Without that, I'm sure Tom wouldn't be here today.
It was the grant from the Fireman's Fund that purchased the defibrillator for our volunteer fire department is how I'm sitting here talking to you today.
You can't put in words how grateful you are, especially to our fire department.
When I see Tom now, I get hugs and I get kisses from him and his wife both. It's the best feeling.
It's just such a neat thing to know that I was a part of where Tom is today, that he can still have a family, enjoy his granddaughter, and enjoy life.
Every time I run into the girl that wrote the request for the grant, we hug and have tears, and quite a reunion.
Fireman's Fund Insurance this is absolutely wonderful that they could have done this for such a small community and made a big difference in all of our lives.
I can't imagine our town without Tom. Just to look at him and know that he's here because something saved him that Fireman's Fund allowed me to do. So I'm very grateful.